Hello, everyone. News Channel 3, Chief Meteorologist Keith Thompson here with a Facebook and YouTube live weather update. Hope everybody's evening is going well. We've got some built-in good news tonight, and that it is Thursday night, which means it's Friday Eve. So we're just about to hit the end of the work week. I hope everybody's had a good one, and then we're going to get started, of course, for the weekend. And the weekend weather story is not a bad story, by the way. Not looking too bad at all. Chris, thank you for being here. First in the room. Appreciate it very much. And as folks get into the room, I'll take a moment or two to explain and apologize for not being here last night for Facebook Live. I was doing some work on our weather special that we're going to be having coming up at the end of the month. In fact, I don't think that we've necessarily announced it yet, but I'm going to, at least. It will be on the, when is it going to air here? Hold on just a moment. It is going to air on the, I have to get the days of the week here. Hold on just a moment. You know, I don't understand why on the calendar, I don't know if you know this, on the calendar on the iPhone, there we go. The Sunday's pushed back. You know how in most calendars, Saturday is on the far right, and then Sunday you come down. But not on the iPhone. On the iPhone calendar, it's a little bit different. So here's what we're looking at. It is going to be, I believe it is going to be on the, hold on just a moment here. I should not have started this conversation, obviously. There it is. It's going to be on the 30th and the 31st. We're going to air it on Saturday, and then we're going to air it again on Sunday. But here's when it's going to be. It's going to be on the last half hour of our news on Saturday morning. So it'll be from 7:30 to 8. On Saturday morning, which would be the 30th, and then it will be on Sunday morning from 8:30 to 9, right ahead of CBS Sunday morning on Easter Sunday on the 31st. There you go. Oh, there'll be a lot more. You'll hear a lot more about that. But that's why I was gone yesterday, and I appreciate very much your patience with me on that. Gail, hello to you. Karen from Gobles in the house. Thanks. Represent Van Buren County. Joni in Battle Creek. Mike, happy Thursday to you too. I'm happy for it. I need another weekend. Gwen, good evening to you. And Allison's in Portage. Shannon, rainy day, but I hope you're enjoying your evening too. Jonathan, watching from Lake Worth, Florida. Oh, hello down there on the Gold Coast, down there just across the canal from West Palm. I know exactly where you're at there, Jonathan. Jen, hello to you. I will call you tomorrow. I'm making that promise. Ronald, hello to you in Battle Creek. Mike, oh, you know what, buddy? That is out of my lane. I apologize for that. That is out of my lane. So all I can tell you on that one is you feel free to call the station during business hours, and you can talk to the person who's in charge of that. I only do what they tell me to do, buddy. That's all. Jerry, but I understand. Good evening to you, too. Thanks for being here, Jerry. As always, a wet day today, a real soaker, especially this morning, right? Especially in the morning, but then it continued into the afternoon as well, for sure. And we still have a few showers north of I-96. I'll show you that in just a few moments. Let's see, Lorna in Oshtemo. Mike, I was just saying, apologizing for not being here yesterday. I was working on our weather special. We're putting it together, and I had a nuts and bolts meeting last night about that ran a little bit long, and that's why I couldn't make my Facebook Live last night at 9 o'clock. But our weather special is going to be ending up at the end of the month, the last Saturday, the last Sunday of the month, and there'll be more details coming out about that. We'll get that to you. It's going to be about severe weather safety, about our tornado climatology, about what we think the weather's going to be like for spring and summer. Remember, we have that strong El Nino, that's been dominating our weather. Yeah, I will, Jen. It's been dominating our weather all winter long, and it has been a force, right? But that's going away. The climatologists, the folks at the Climate Prediction Center, climate scientists there are saying that the signs are, and there's high confidence that El Nino will be going away, will be going neutral, likely by about May or so. And then by the end of summer, we will have transitioned into a La Nina, which is going to bring a whole other set of possibilities for us. Tammy in Mattawan, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Mike, I hope that covered it. That's what you missed. Thanks for being here. Pam, I hope you have a good night as well. April, tuning in from Vicksburg. Thanks, April, very much. And congrats to the Vicksburg High School girls basketball team. Moving on with a big win last night. Linda, hello to you. Amber in Battle Creek, thanks for being here. Rachel, for the whole 2 days of spring. Wasn't it nice, right? 70s. And it does feel and smell like spring outside, for sure. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate that very much. Tina in Lawton, represent Van Buren County. Pam, hello. Ashley, sunshine next week and another 70. Sunshine next week, yes. Another 70, no. In fact, it's going to be seasonably colder. That means that we're going to be visiting the 40s for highs and 20s for lows. I'll show you that coming up. Gary, you're about right there. Low 50s tomorrow will cut it with partly sunny skies. Craig, Mother Nature cannot make up her mind, that's for sure, and that's why we're all over the chart, but it keeps me employed. Holly, hey, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. And hello to your hubby and also to 2 girls. Hope all is going well there. Graham, hello to you. Mike, solar eclipse next month. Hey, we're going to do a special for that too. We are working up a weather special, or a special, not a weather. Well, it's a special that we're working up for the eclipse. So stay tuned for that as well. That'll be 1 week after, like 9 or 10 days after our severe weather special. So we're keeping busy here in the weather office for sure. You're right, Barb Colin in the house. Thanks to you. Nancy in Detroit, thanks for representing from the east side over there. Thanks for being here from Detroit. Appreciate it very much. Kathy, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's very kind. Jeanette in Coldwater, the Buzzards return to Hinkley, Ohio tomorrow. Chris, got 48 there in Almeda Township. Mike, hello. Corrine, hello. And Janet in Wayland, appreciate you, Janet. Thank you for being here. No, we will not be getting bad storms in Battle Creek, Cheyenne. You're good to go. You got the green light here. What's up with you there, Cal and Maritza? Good rain today for sure. Kathy, I know that the library, the Kalamazoo Public Library, has some of those eclipse glasses. Time to get them, that's for sure. Time to get them. And make sure, you're doubly sure that you are getting them from a valid source and you're getting those valid shades, okay? All right, here's what we got on the agenda. Let me squeeze myself back and we'll get this thing moving here. Put the rain gear away. We're done with it for now. It's back to the shades tomorrow. It's a mixed weekend with temperatures turning much colder next week. Let's go to our bus stop forecast, and then we're going to bust through this forecast here to get this done. Cheyenne, you're very welcome. I'm happy to tell you that you don't have anything to worry about. You're going to go off to school tomorrow, and at the bus stop and on your morning commute tomorrow, you should be good to go. Unlike this morning, which was wet, muddy, stormy a little bit, should be good to go. But you're going to have to put on an extra layer. You know, we've been dealing with 50s and 60s and even 70s the last few days. Well, tomorrow morning we start off at 40, which, by the way, is still warmer than average with partly sunny skies. They come back home and we're at 53 degrees. So gone to the 70s, gone to the 60s. We're in the low 50s. We're in the low 50s. Chris, trying to work it out. Okay. I will do that as long as I don't get in the night of destruction myself. That's okay. Buddy, I'll take you up on that one. I'll definitely take you up on that one. Carla, cool. Thank you so much, Carla. We enjoy putting them together. It's some work, but it's very rewarding. And thank you for that. That's what makes it rewarding, by the way, for us. So I really do appreciate that. So again, at the end of the month, we'll have our severe weather / spring summer forecast special. And then about 8 days after that, we're going to be doing live eclipse coverage. You know, we're not going to be in totality here, but we're going to be close. And so we're going to be sending some folks to where the totality is, and we're going to be covering it from West Michigan as well. Brad, ready for summer? I think a lot of folks are. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Oh, before your phone goes dead. Well, thanks for spending the last few minutes of your phone battery's life with us here. I appreciate it very much, William. Thank you so much. Crystal, happy Friday Eve to you. Hope you're doing well. Sean in Sparta, thanks for checking in. You got a bit of a soaker up there. In fact, that map that I'm showing right now, Sean, showing that you got some heavier rain there in Sparta. Big Rapids, for example, 0.8 of an inch. Now, by the way, Grand Rapids, Muskegon, Big Rapids, picking up a little bit more rain just in the last hour or two. So that's kicked that number up just a little bit. And by the way, quite a bit cooler, I-96 north. So, Sean, you were much cooler there in Sparta than, say, Kalamazoo and Battle Creek was, as I'll show you on the maps coming up with our temperatures. But look at the rainfall today. Sort of all over the map, no pun intended. Only about 1/3 of an inch in Marshall and Charlotte and Lansing, about 1/2 of an inch in Battle Creek and Ionia, and then a little bit more than that in Kalamazoo. Look at Sturgis coming in with 8,400s, Muskegon and Big Rapids, again, some of the big winners with that rain. Well, here's where it's still raining, but it's leaving. In fact, just moving out of Sparta, Sean, I think it's just moving away from you there in Newaygo County. And that's going to continue sliding off to the east. It's still raining on the east side of Grand Rapids. I would say around Lowell, for example. Ionia seeing some of these showers. I-96 northward, so in Mecosta, Montcalm County, still seeing some of those showers. Graham, I don't think that we're going to have an exceptionally hot summer. That's what I think. I don't think we will. Sean in Portage, thanks for being here. Paul, thank you for being here from Battle Creek. But I will tell you this. We haven't really crunched the data yet. Going with what will likely be substantially an El Nino/La Nina neutral summer. Like I said, we're making the transition here. The climatologists are saying from the Climate Prediction Center, the National Weather Service Climate Prediction Center, NOAA, that we are going to be transitioning from this very strong and very dominant El Nino pattern. Look, it's the reason why California and the West Coast has gotten blasted with rainstorms and snowstorms. It's the reason the southern tier of the United States has been unusually cool and damp. It's the reason that we were warmer than average. Nobody saw the record warmth. This is a record warm February, for example, not only for West Michigan, but for the Great Lakes and the Northern Plains. And so it was responsible for that. Well, that is going away. That's going away. By May, the confidence is high from the CPC that it will be gone, and then we'll be neutral for a little while in summer. But by the end of summer, it's expected that we're going to hop into a La Nina pattern. Listen, that's going to speak volumes as to what our part of the contiguous United States will be looking at. So that'll be a part of the weather special there. So stay tuned for that. And so, Graham, I'll have a better answer for that as I do a little bit more digging, likely with Will on that, for example, and trying to see like, okay, when we have this type of pattern coming with El Nino/La Nina, what has it meant in the past? And so that's one of the things that we'll be working on. That's coming up at the end of the month. Paul, good evening to you. Again, Battle Creek, Sharon, goodbye, rain. You're right. See ya. And Mark, El Nino to La Nina going on. Yeah. You're right. You are right on that. It will have something to say about what is likely to be an active hurricane season. Going to need a boat to get out of your driveway, Barb. I hear you there. Some folks got a lot. Glad you're not in Colorado. How about that, Ron? How about that blizzard out there? We got to talk to Marty from our Mile High Bureau, right? From our 5,280-foot bureau and see how she fared. Because you remember not last night because I wasn't here, 2 nights ago, which would have been Tuesday night, they were preparing for the blizzard. And now it has come and gone. Mert, hello to you. Thanks for being here. Candy, thank you for being here from Alamo. Good to see you. All right. Right now, we're in the 40s. We still have some 50s. Look at the highs today, 63 in Kalamazoo. And listen, GR, even Fremont Way, I know that it was cooler for much of the day today. But you did make a high temperature today in the upper 50s in GR and Muskegon. Not quite so warm there in Fremont and Big Rapids. But check out I-94 South, lower, even mid-60s. And that keeps that trend of abnormally warm air going. I mean, again, this is nuts. You see how many times those little white dots are literally going off the chart up top. And those numbers that you see at the very bottom of this graphic, that's how much either warmer with the shades of red or colder with the shades of blue, there's only one, compared to average our high temperatures were. And you see another. And today at 63 degrees, that will put us, I believe, 18 degrees above what is typical for this time of year. So it's another. That dot, again, for today, it will extend that graphic out when it gets plotted. It hasn't plotted yet because it's still 9 o'clock. But when it plots, which will be in the next hour or two, then we'll see another one of those dots going way up top on that graphic there. Chris, hello to you. How is the wind this weekend? Want to go fishing this weekend? What do we got? We got it's the 16th and the 17th. I'll tell you this, it's going to be a little bit warmer on the 16th. It's going to be colder on the 17th. But by our standards, neither day is really cold. But it will be like in the mid-50s on Saturday and only around 40 on Sunday. So let that sink in if that means something to you. So we got, 16th and 17th? It will be quite breezy, I think, particularly so on Saturday when I think we could have gusts of 30. On Sunday, it will still be a little bit breezy. On St. Pat's Day, not quite as windy, but I think we're looking at probably on Saturday 15 to 25 with maybe 30 mile per hour gust, and I would go 10 to 20 on Sunday with 25 mile per hour gust. So I hope that information is helpful there, Chris. And if you get out there, I hope you catch them. I hope you get those fish. Tina, hello to you in Bangor, and Carol in Battle Creek. Ron, yeah, bad tornado in Delaware, Ohio. Okay, I have to check into that. I know that it got very active to our south, Fort Wayne south, with a line of thunderstorms that just exploded. And so I'll have to check into that. Last time I looked was about an hour ago, and I saw that activity going from Indiana into Ohio. And of course, last night and early this morning, it was going like crazy in Kansas and Missouri with some huge tornadoes that you think of when you think of out there in the plains. Candace, hello in Dowagiac. Thank you so much for being here. We see those temps. Let's talk about what's ahead. We'll be getting a little cooler, but when you think about our average high being 45, I mean, we're still warmer than average tomorrow and Saturday. But like I said, it's a half and half weekend. That Sunday high, I might revise it down. No, we're going to keep it at 38. So it's going to be colder on Sunday and then colder still on Monday. And by the way, Monday, we could see some snow showers. Accumulations, very unlikely. But we could have a little bit of lake effect coming in here on the 18th. On the 18th, which would be Monday, with those very cold temperatures that are going to be sliding in here. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Let's check out that Sealy Auto Group 7-day forecast. There's our St. Pat's Day guy. The parade, by the way, if you're going to head out to Kalamazoo downtown, it steps off at 11. We're going to have several News Channel 3 people there. I'm going to be there. I know Jessica Harthorn's going to be there. Let's see. Allie's going to be there. Allie Jennerjohn's going to be there. I'm trying to think of who other people. I believe Nate Brown, I believe, is going to be there. So come out and give us a wave. Say hello. We'll have some green on, I'm sure. But the weather's not going to be too bad. Listen, I've been out there for some of those St. Pat's parades in downtown Kalamazoo, and the weather was less than delightful. I'll just say that. So Saturday's not going to be too bad. I think when we step off, the temperature will probably be in the neighborhood of the mid to upper 40s with some sunshine. So that's not too bad. A little bit breezy, though. A little bit breezy. So if you're going to wear one of those green hats, put the little band on it there that'll keep it onto your head. Janet, we'll get some sunshine. We'll get some sunshine. You want more of those 70s. Tina, well, it's not really typical around here until we get to the middle of May. So we are jumping the gun on that. Colder next week, and look at those 20s. And that means that if there's anything out there that is cold sensitive that has sort of been prompted to green up or to bud or whatever, bloom, and that can't take sub-freezing temperatures for several hours, then it's going to be trouble. Because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're talking about lows that are going to be in the mid to upper 20s. And of course, before we say, oh my goodness, that's crazy. It's not crazy. What's crazy is that we've had such warm air. As you see, our average low is 26, 27 this time of year. So what we're talking about next week with those colder temperatures is actually what we should be doing, what we should be getting. Ashley needs some good driving conditions on Tuesday. You're looking good right now. I think you'll be all right. So that's good. Good news. You'll be all right. Mike, you're very welcome, and I appreciate your appreciation. I really do. Thank you so much. Kathy, cold, but sunshine is doable. That's true. We have been incredibly spoiled. That's for sure. Triple E in the house. Afternoon wasn't too bad. Still a great day. I agree. It's always a great day, right? If you want it to be, no matter where you are, it can be a great day. That's all up here, right? All right. Hey, thanks everybody for being here. I appreciate it very much. I hope you found that it was helpful. I appreciate that you were chiming in. Oh, look at this. I'm at 18 and a half. I'm 3.5 minutes over my self-imposed time limit. I'm going to have to figure out how to go faster to trim this stuff down. I will be live at 10 on Arc West Michigan, live at 11 on News Channel 3. Don't forget, Jeff Porter is here bright and early in the morning, 4:30 to 9, with live weather updates. He'll have your out-the-door temperatures. Jen, you got some crocus coming up. Yeah. Tuck them in next week. Make sure they're all covered up, right? I think they can handle it, to be honest with you. Because you know the crocuses, croci, those are usually the first ones up. But yeah, maybe cover them up if you want to. Cal, thank you for the thanks. And Tina, I hope you have a great night as well. Bucket time over the plants. If you've got something blooming that's cold sensitive, then that's the truth. You're very welcome, Tina and Janet. Thanks for the comment. And Ashley, going south on Thursday. Yeah, you should be good. You should be good for driving. I think you're going to be looking good. Good for you. We're all jealous here. And Jen, thank you so much. Is it I don't think it's croci, but I'll look that up. That would be a funny word. Okay, everybody. Like I said, I am on. Don't forget, I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Threads. What did I leave out? Twitter, Instagram, Threads, YouTube, and Facebook. So catch up to me with me on one of those. I would appreciate it very much. If you can't watch me tonight, you've got Jeff tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 9. He's got you at noon. I'll be back in here for Friday evening, 5:30, and 6, and we'll do another Facebook Live tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. Oh, it is. I did not know that. Look at this. Not only do you get some weather information here on this live weather update, but you're even getting some Latin, thanks to Jen. I appreciate that, Jen. Thank you so much. Janet, I hope you stay safe. And hey, everybody out there, get some good rest. Let's make it a great Friday, and let's be safe so that we can enjoy the upcoming weekend. If I don't catch up with you tonight on the tube, I'll get you again tomorrow, and we'll see you for another Facebook Live at 9 o'clock tomorrow night. Jeff, crocus is coming up by the garage and in your yard. Latin plural of us is I. There you go. That's very interesting. Thank you for that, Jim. All right, everybody, have a good night. And if I don't see you tonight, I'll catch up with you again tomorrow.